Hi, this is Dale Janota with School Board Support Services. I've been on this world now for about 70 years plus, and I still have a tremendous need to feel productive. So, what I'm going to do here is I'm going to show you how you turned out on a teacher salary and benefit analysis I do. Now, compensation, I'm looking at 2019-20 data is what I'll be doing. And I think I'm the only one that has that. And what I'm going to do is compensation. I like to look at everything. And a lot of times people just look at one number and then they make a judgment. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to look at the overall impact. I'm going to analyze key points. I'm going to look at benefits, combine benefits and salary, do everything on a per diem basis, and then probably the most important thing, because I kind of put this together as a legislative tool and a negotiations tool at the same time. So it's going to be very interesting when I look at things based on student teacher ratio. What I do is I developed this in 1984. I do a 26-year earning power approach to teacher salary schedules, where I take a teacher at your BA 30 starting salary. I walk him through your structure for a 26-year period, defining the value of your structure with one number over 26 years. There you can see the average in Sutter County. I just loaded in Sutter County in here right now. I have 917 schools available in here. So you can put in any group that you want. And you saw what I did is I just put in the code numbers. I have my code numbers all over the place. Anyway, so I'm going to look at Yuba City here. And you can look at your numbers too while we're talking, make it a little bit easier for you. Okay, the earning power there, 1,951,000. And I like to use 26 years because the average number of years of service current retirees have that are drawing off a retirement system is 26 years. Now I'm using 2019-20 data. If you're still using an older structure because you're not settled yet, I put that in and I footnoted accordingly. Okay, structurally with salary only, Yuba City was 218,000 above the county average, 11.2% above average, and they ranked number 2 in the county. Number 1, county office. Okay, then I look at the BA 30 starting salary. 2,300 above, 4.7% above, and they rank 5th. I isolate the biggest number with the BA 45 without a master's. Now, the reason I pick that number is because nationally, BA 45 semester units tends to be as far as a teacher can go without a master's degree. Now, that's not true in California, but I do this in quite a few states. And so it's a nice benchmark to use. And sometimes it might be the 26 salary I'm using. If you have a schedule that goes on forever, I just stop it at step 26 and footnote it accordingly. You can see there Yuba City is 6,900 above, 9.4% above, and they rank 4th in the county. Then I look at the biggest number achievable on the schedule. And again, it could be step 26. I include the master's stipend. I do not include a PhD. And then I also include the master's stipend in my earning power. I put that in the 9th year. Anyway, I do this for 917 schools, so there's a lot of information here, but right now I'm just looking at yours, county, because you more or less care certain groups that you want. And you can see there Yuba City was number 3. Then I'm going to go to the benefits. Benefits are huge. They could be all over the map. Okay, the average contribution, everybody in Sutter County has a composite rate. The average is $1,021, single or family. Now, about half and half in the state are composite or tier, and it really doesn't matter. So I do everything 2 different ways anyway. So you can see how much Yuba City pays for their insurance. Contractually, it says a little bit different, but when they're not bargaining, they decide that they're going to pick up the difference. So I put that in there. I have the number of contract days here, which you'll see why I do that later, and then student-teacher ratio. The student-teacher ratio is a big factor. And then we can see they're not settled yet. So I'm going to show you how we deal with that later. Anyway, let's go back here when I do salary and benefits together. Okay, this would be the salary analysis. Yeah, this is the salary and family benefit. I do it with family as well as single insurance. Okay, so now we can see Yuba City, 217,000 above the group average, 9.6% above, and they rank 2. BA 30 starting salary with benefits, 2,200 above, 3.7% above, and they rank 5th. Highest with the BA 45, 6,800 above, 8% above. They rank 4th. Top salary on the schedule. There, and there. Okay. Now, when I do it single, your numbers are going to be the same. And again, I do it two ways because of that. What I said is not everybody has composite rates. So we have to do it two different ways. Then I'm going to look at it based on per diem basis. Okay, that used to be a big issue when we were dealing with furlough days. Right now, the range, let's see what the range is on days. Okay, we got 186 to 183. Could be significant in some cases, but not necessarily that huge of a difference. Not the way it used to be. And then I do that with salary and family insurance, salary and single. But here's the one I want to pay attention to. Student-teacher ratio. Now, when I say student-teacher ratio, I don't mean class size. What I'm doing is I take the total number of students divided by the total number of teachers. So then I can see what the cost is on a per student basis. Now, this would be over a 26-year period per student. We can probably relate better with the base pay. And we're going to do it when I do it on a per diem basis. This is going to blow you away. So the average teacher with a BA 30 per year, per student, this is what the cost would be of that teacher. Now, that's salary only. You can see right now, if you look at Browns, they were number 4. I know it's a small district. They were lowly paid, but that sort of answers a lot of questions. Because when you're small, or sometimes even when you're big, but normally when you're smaller, you can't pay because you got to just need more teachers per student. And then I do it with salary and family insurance. You can see where you're at there. Number 1. There's number 1. There's number 2. I know they're small districts, but that still explains a lot of things when it comes to looking at total compensation. Then the neat thing is I did it salary and single. I also did it on a per diem basis. Now, I think legislatively this is power. BA 30 starting salary. What does a teacher cost per student per day for a BA 30 starting salary? Makes education look like a heck of a bargain, doesn't it? Like, here we go. It varies in Yuba City from $14.01 per day per teacher at the BA 30 to the top would be $26.86 per teacher per day for salary. Kind of makes you think here. Now, I think that when legislators look at that, I think that, well, heck, I don't know if they think that way or not. You know, we have a No Child Left Behind Act. I think maybe sometimes we should have a test for no legislator left behind. Be a good project for the kids to do. Boy, they couldn't even argue with it. And then I do it with benefits too, salary and family benefits. With benefits, a teacher in Yuba City starting out costs $17.50 per student per day. That is a bargain. Okay, let's go back to the beginning again. Hope you find this interesting. I think it's pretty cool. Been doing this since 1984, so I've been around a while. Been doing this for, I think I worked with over 7,500 school districts since I started my business. Okay, but now Yuba City's not settled yet. So you got an option here where you can look at proposals. Let's say you want to give a 2.5% raise and you want to change the benefit cap to be $1,200 for family and $1,200 for single. I'm not saying this is what you're going to do, but you can just put in a proposal. So now what it did was it added 2.5% to Yuba's salary schedule. So you can see how it compares based on a proposal. Does it with that, does it with the insurance too. Okay, and then if I keep going to the right, the single will be the same. As I go to the right, what do we have? 1,200, and I'm checking out a proposal. So it's kind of nice to look at that. I've been doing this for so many years, and I learned how to listen. Listening is an art that I think has been lost sometimes. Okay. Anyway, let's see how you compared with the state. Okay, here's your average in your county. Here's the state average. Here are my code numbers, all in alphabetical order. You can put in any school that you want in there. I got 917 schools. And for simplicity also, is I have it code sorted over here. I sorted it by, let's see, how did I sort it by? I sorted it by district type and enrollment. I sorted it by enrollment. So if you want schools your own size, I have them all coded. You just have to copy, paste, and boom, you can do any group that you want. Okay, and I don't know what group everybody wants. Now, I do charge for this. You get the whole template, and the total cost is $595. That gives you this entire spreadsheet. I email it to you. You can order it just by responding to this email. And then also, not every district is settled yet. There's about 240 schools in the state of California that do not have 2019-20 data yet. So between now and probably November, you'll be receiving updates. No extra charge, same thing as there. And one thing I always want to make sure of is I put in my firm name, my email, my website, and my phone number. I get upset with people when I get on a website and there's no phone number. I want to talk to them. I want to get a question answered. There's no phone number. Or they might email me sometimes and it says no reply. You can't even email them. And I can tell you, LinkedIn is the best one for that. I had some questions, couldn't get a hold of anybody. Anyway, so $595 for everything. I hope you enjoyed what I showed you here. And I look forward to hearing from you. And I thank you much.